but share our warp stone, and I will not eat you! Yet.
健闘を祈る。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類栄光あれ。
Hey everybody, how are we all doing? Happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, whatever day it is. What day is it? It's Thursday, isn't it? Happy Thursday. How's everybody doing? Need to get this in focus. Okay. How's everyone doing? Hello Tobes, we've got a Luna, Sophie Soph, Pixel, Wolfie. Who was first in? Tobes was, I don't know who was first. I think Wolfie was first. Because Tobes was first being an idiot, and then I went live, and then the next message was Wolfie. So Wolfie was first. Hello Wolfie, we've got a Spike. Shirato. Spike, hope you get better soon, dude. Spike, we've got a Shirato, we've got a Sophie Soph, we've got a Squig. Hello Squig. Luna, Pixel, Mannerings, and a teeny tiny. Hello everybody doing. And Tobes is lurking. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. We're going to be building some more Wood Elves. I snapped them all off their bases last night. Because this one we did yesterday, he looks really short and stubby because his feet are in the ground, so he looks really short. So I've put little packers.
Build more killbots.
I've put little packers underneath all their feet now, just to kind of lift them up a little bit, which I probably should have done in the first place. Yeah, I've got loads of little bits left over here. To do some other ones as well. How's everybody doing? Guess what you just got? Pineapple pizza and a ginger beer. You gave your minis risers for their shoes. Yeah, they've all got risers. Now it's just to lift them off the base, so that when I put the basing material on there, it doesn't cover their feet and shorten the model. Because as you can see there, his legs vanish. His legs vanish a little bit. So I mean, these might not even be tall enough. Might need them to be a little bit taller. Yeah, don't want the legs vanishing too much into the undergrowth and visually making the elves shorter. Or a Wood Elf battalion. Have you got the battalion? Yes! Congrats! 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 Are you going to be building with me? Are you building with me now? A box of pork chops. Wood Elf battalion. Which one's he building first, Mannerings? Which one are you building first? Just noticed that the herdstone has been added to the beastman. It has, yes. The herdstone's cheeky actually, because the herdstone is a core choice. Which is a 100-point core choice, which is really sneaky and good. All the Wood Elf players are really grumpy about the Beastman list, because the Beastman list is basically is just trolling. It's literally just trolling the Wood Elves. It's horrible. They've got really good rules. They've got really good rules. Oh dear. They even have a Horn of the Great Hunt, and we have an Arcane Journal list called the Great Hunt, and we don't have a Horn of the Great Hunt that's that good. So yeah, Glade Guard, because they are 100% needed parts. You're building Glade Guard, nice. So that means the model is coming back. The model is coming back. Oh, the herdstone. Yeah, probably, or just make yourself one. But yeah, there'll probably be one coming back at some point. Maybe a second wave of Beastmen. I can see that happening. Made to order. Although, like, I can't really see it being made to order when it's like not particularly an essential item, but a item that you need. So yeah, I've added little risers on all the. Legs, which is quite cool. So now the Beastmen are out in the meadows. Does that put Cathay as the next in line for release? Yes. Yeah, Cathay's next. Cathay next. So yeah, they seem to have really rushed out. Beastmen and Wood Elves. So yeah, Cathay might be much sooner than we expected. Because we were saying if you followed like what they were doing with all the other releases, it was like a release every 2 or 3 months. Well, they've done 2 releases in 2 weeks, pretty much. So yeah, Cathay could be any time from like next week to July, I suppose. Likely Sunday next week, 15th. I think people were guessing. People were guessing on the 15th. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice cup of tea. That's a nice cup of tea. So, yeah, we've got Sophie Soph's Wood Elf Hero Lord here, and then we've got all of these parts which need cleaning up. We've got a Wood Elf, half a Wood Elf head here that's been sliced off in some Resident Evil laser grid. So she's been sliced off there, and then we've got loads more little bits for some. I'm going to snip out some Wildwood Rangers and put. I think I might make them a little bit larger for the Wildwood Rangers, because the Wildwood Rangers only have 1 foot. A lot of them only have 1 foot. You can see I had to put some super glue on this one just to hold it because he was a bit wobbly. So I might have to make the risers a little bit, just a little bit bigger. Which we can do now. I wonder when Games Workshop Fiscal's year end is. Maybe they're pushing for good 2025. Their fiscal end is April, as far as I know. I think it's literally just April. I think they are in line. There we go. Make some slightly longer ones. Because they've done it before, haven't they? That's one of the reasons why they stopped releasing things in March, so they can go in the next financial year. There we go. But I don't know. I don't know. 100%. Yep, that should be enough. Should be enough for all the Wildwood Rangers and any extras we need. I need to learn how to avoid getting charged. And with how companies are doing it. Yeah, I haven't got a clue. I don't really know. Right, so there's all the new little bits for the Wildwood Rangers, which is cool. But we need to. I need to clean up. I need to clean up a lot more of these. I need to get them kind of done en masse. So we're going to. I'm going to see if we can get a load done today. I've got six built so far. I've got 1 painted, which is the one that we painted yesterday on stream, which is the one that doesn't have any feet, and which is a little bit sad, but it's all good. That's all fine. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Is everybody having a good week so far? Edward Greenwood, he's a huge writer and creator for D&D and Pathfinder, and he said the US tariff situation with China is totally buggered the US games industry. Anything that isn't a book is getting slammed really hard. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. That's not very good, is it? Open file. Oh, it's an Eve Day. I don't know what are they going to do when what are they going to do when oh, did I not have? I didn't have Eve on the starting soon screen, did I? What are they going to do with all the movie stuff? Like, if it's not a US movie, then it's going to be like stupidly tariffed. Just casually chatting with Elminster himself. A box of Legion minis used to be around 40, and now with the new stuff it's coming around 60. Ouch. Ouch. Right. Let's get cleaning. Let's get cleaning. I need my files. There are my files. We've got that. Where's the posh one? There's the posh one. There we go. And I've got all the sprues here next to me as well. Right. Does a Gorball model exist, or is it just a weaker Doomball? It's just a weaker Doomball. Yeah, a Gorball doesn't really exist. Just use one of the. I think they want you just to use the Minotaur kit. I think there's a. I think there's one with 2 hand weapons that you could convert. No. I think there's one. I thought there was one with 2 hand weapons, a Doomball with 2 hand weapons. But yeah, I think they just want you to use a Minotaur herd. I think Old World is a bit more suggestive of converting and things. So I mean, you could even get this one, cut the top of the thing off and turn it into a battle standard. If you wanted to run a Gorball as a battle standard, but yeah. Converty. Jabberscythe. Centigores. Razorgore. What size base is the Razorgore on? Looks like it's on a huge base. 50 per 75, wow. Is this metal? Metal kit. Right. Right. Let's go cleaning. Oh, I've already started this one. Oh, that's good. Just got a cuppa and Chris is buying more minis. Nope. Nope, I was looking at something for Luna. Where's the angled one? Is that the angled one? No, that's the half round. Where's the angled one? Is that the angled one? Or is that the triangular one? That's the triangular one. And no, I've got there it is. That's the angular one. Yeah. Let's get that half round one out as well. Mainly because that's just a really nice one to use. There we go, double half round. Chris would like us to buy more minis for him though. The tea doesn't pay for itself. I was looking at the Soulblight Gravelords army that I have and sort of going through what, because I've got 20 skeletons in there. 20 or 40? 40. I've got a lot of skeletons. Got a lot of skeletons. I think I've got 40 skeletons because I've got the ones from Curse City. Hang on, which was the one that I was working on? Got the ones from Curse City. That one. Let's move all these. Let's move all this out of the way. I need to give myself a little bit of. Oh, also, look what I got. Look what I got. Now, do we think this is about the right thickness? I think that's about the right thickness. Do we think that's about right? I reckon that's about right, I think. That's the Soul Wars box, isn't it? I've got that. I don't think I've opened it yet. The Soul Wars box. I have the Soul Wars box. The Soul Wars box is Ghosts and Stormcast. Ghillie Suit Elves. My doggo is making sad faces. No. Yeah, I've got the 20 skeletons from Curse City. I've got 20 skeletons from the skeleton box. So I have 40. So that's one unit. If you do 2 unit fillers, that's 52. So I've got 52 skeletons. If I put them on square bases. So that'll be a good start. And then I've got loads of the vampires. I've got the vampire that Sophie sent me for my birthday, so I can put her on a square base. So yeah, I think even if not the list from yesterday, I think what I'll do is snap everything off. Because I've got 40 skeletons. Like, it seems a waste. It seems a waste to get another 40 skeletons. And I did like and ah about what I was going to do with all the vampires that I got, because I've got every single vampire that they've released because they're all gorgeous models. I was like, well, I may as well use them in Soulblight Gravelords, because vampire counts aren't going to get supported, so we're not going to get any new stuff. Blah 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 blah. I talked myself out of vampire counts. And now I'm just really excited about Old World, so I may as well just kind of snap them off there, because they're all on round. They're all on these, not those. They're all on round bases that have got 3D print base toppers, so they're just super glued on, so they'll snap off really easily. So yeah, I might just 3D print some square base toppers, stick them on square bases, and have done with it. Exactly. Yeah. Why would you play AOS when Old World exists? Yeah. Exactly. Like AOS 4 was quite good, and I quite liked it, but it's still not Old World. Like, it's not as narratively fun. So I think it's just convert everything over to Old World at this point. And I've got, if I do want to play AOS, I have Ideneth, Sylvaneth, and Lumineth anyway. So, and I've got the vampire count on the zombie dragon. So I've got that zombie dragon, which needs to be changed onto a larger base, onto a nice large square base. I've got the new vampire lord on the steed, so he needs to be put on a square base or a rectangular base. I have some black knights, which can then be the blood knights. Oh no, blood knights aren't in Old Wood, are they? I've got some black knights, some old black knights, so I have 5 black knights. I've got some bats. I've got bats, black knights. I've got loads of vampires. I've got a necromancer. So yeah, I think it's just shift it over and buy like one kit. Like, what kit would I need? I've even got a Tomb Banshee, haven't I? Because I made the he's over there. Hang on, one sec. So I made the ghost. I made the ghost from the new Ezekiel model into a ghost for Old World. So that's the ghost from Ezekiel from Kado. So I put her on a square base, and then I've got this one, which is just gorgeous. So that would be a really, really cool. Just stick that on a square base and have done with it. So, and of course I have Kado, etc. So he can go on a square base and just be badass in the front of a unit of skeletons. I didn't get the new Graveguard, no. Blood Knights are in Old World. So are Blood Knights and Black Knights in Old World? But these are the bases that I put all this AOS stuff on, so I can just get square versions of these, snap them all off, and put them on squares, can't I? Because then even she could go on. Even she could then go on a square base. She'd look amazing on a square base. She'd look really cool on a square base. So there's Black Knights and Blood Knights. Okay, well I have a unit of Black Knights and I have a unit of Blood Knights. So I've got both. I've got both of those as well. Plus I've got Lork of Eye. I don't know what Lork of Eye could be used for. Lork of Eye, use her as a Terrorgeist. Fuck it, use her as a Terrorgeist. Because she's awesome. So use Lork of Eye as a Terrorgeist. What else is in there? I've got 3 bats. I've got the Vampire Lord on the Zombie Dragon. I've got Lork of Eye. I've got 5 Blood Knights. I've got 40 Skeletons. I've got 5 Black Knights. 5 Black Knights. I need to add the Grave Guard, so I'd need a box of Grave Guard. Are the Grave Guard in a box of 10? I'm guessing they're in a box of 10. Why would I play AOS when Old World exists? Because both are good and I can play them with same armies, reducing the need for adding 40 boxes of miniatures per armies, yeah. Yeah. Blood Knights are rare, which is only real, you don't see them as competing with Terrorgeists, which are part of the meta Scream list. I'll use Lork of Eye as a Terrorgeist then, because I adore that model and she's on a really nice base. So I can cut her base up. So I need some large bases then. Ugh. And then I can snap all these off, and that he'll look really cool on a square base. And I'll just use the head that's looking forward, because he's designed. I did him like this, so that he could have the head that's looking back, but that's not going to work in a unit. So he's going to have to be looking forward in the unit. Hey Alice, how you doing? How you doing, Alice? And then there's that weird guy as well.
Fucking finally, Christopher has decided to stream. Fuck. Moo.
What do you mean decided to stream? I didn't decide to stream, I streamed. I said I was going to stream at 3 o'clock. I have streamed at 3 o'clock-ish. Never really liked AOS. Never got into the game. So yeah, Blood Knights. Blood Knights, Black Knights. Go on then. Go on then. And then the only thing is trying to keep an eye out for an Isabella, because I really like the Isabella model. So if I can find a really nice Isabella model. That was my annoyance for... that was my annoyance around vampire counts. That it wasn't going to be supported, so you weren't going to be able to get all the cool models. Mainly Isabella von Carstein. And she's just like, if you want her, she's 100 quid on eBay. So it's either that, or I do the purple conversion I did.
Well, guess who has a nice Isabella model?
Yeah, maybe I just have to do the purple conversion and do an Isabella like that. So you have an old world army, purples. You've got like 300 points for an old world army. You may as well just carry on. How's your day going, Sophie Soph? So yeah, being like, if I've got the models, it makes sense, doesn't it? Because there's just so much cool stuff. So much cool stuff for Old World.
If you think I'll put my models on square bases, I have a fucking huge bridge to sell you, Christopher.
So can that be a Tomb Banshee? Is that okay for a Tomb Banshee? Or is that more a ghost? I have a failcast version of her. So many bubble holes. I know. Are you giving your elves high heels or something? No. So I explained this at the beginning of the stream, Tobes. So I put that elf and then I put the base on. And because the base texture kind of ramps up a little bit, I don't mind it ramping up a little bit because it obviously it needs to because it's a forest floor, but it covers the feet and it makes the elf look short. So what I've done is I've just put the a little spacer underneath. So when I put the flooring on, the flooring can kind of come up to here and then bleed over with like the little bits of extra bits which are sticking out, and then it doesn't visually shorten the elves and push the elves into the floor quite as much. Why would you use squares or rectangles when you have circles or any other shape? Mannerings has just got the best version of armies is just putting them on those little squiggle bases he has that fit into squares and rounds. It's awesome. So Mannerings just wings. Mannerings just wins on army selection and stuff. Good shout, to be fair. I'm pretty good with good shouts. She looks like she's telling people to be quiet, not very banshee-like. That's very true. Maybe she can't be a banshee. Maybe she can't be a banshee, yeah. Because she's like, shh, it's oh so quiet. Yeah. There we go. What are you intending on doing with the thread? The thread is going to be. I'm going to make when I'm converting and doing like little characters and things. I can put some thread on and then hang leaves off it and stuff. So I'm going to be using the cotton thread because you can cover it in PVA. You can bend it really easily, manipulate it into the right places, and then stick the leaves on, like the leaves that I've got on the base and things, and then we can have like really cool little. Because there's some of these, look, that have got like vines on the back. So I could do really cool vines on the backs of some of the characters' cloaks and things. Particularly, I'm thinking about Elise du Shard when I get Elise du Shard for my Wood Elf mage. So I'll pick up Elise du Shard and then the unicorn and, for instance, the great eagles as well. I can like hang some vines and things off the great eagles. There's an Isabella on. There's an Isabella in blister on eBay for 42. Sadly, it's failcast. The failcast Isabella that I've seen on eBay that was 90 was a really nice cast. So I think if you can get the right failcast, it's all right. But obviously, if it's in a blister, you can't really see it. You need to kind of have it in your hand, and 40 quid is a lot to kind of just risk. So it'll probably be a case of trying to find a metal one and then making a mold and casting it in resin. So I've got a nice resin one. Probably be that. Probably be a case of doing that. The Paladin I ordered for D&D arrived yesterday, but the cast is actually pretty poor. I fixed it with the most part, but it was disappointed after some recent Forge World release purchases. Oh, what Paladin did he get? A Forge World Paladin? Oh, that's sorry to hear. Like, Forge World are really good. I've never been not impressed with stuff from Forge World, to be honest. Forge World resin. Am I wearing the One Ring? Yes, I have the One Ring on. I bought it when I was watching the Two Towers with my mate last year. Because I was like... So, funny story. I was kind of saving this. So, my best mate Ray has got one of these for his wedding ring. And I was kind of saving it because I kind of wanted to do the same thing. So, I was saving getting a One Ring because I wanted a really, really cool One Ring wedding ring, but that's never going to happen, so I bought myself one. I'm going to treat myself. I could have done a casting of my Isabella. I have another model. I've got the model again, purple, so I could do it again. The new Brett on foot one. There was a chip in the end of the cloak, an air bubble on the sword, and a small. Photograph it and send the pictures into thingies, and they'll send you a new one because that's not A, it's not acceptable, and B, they will 100% replace that. They will 100% replace that in an instant because that's below par. And it should have been picked up in quality check. One wing wedding ring, yeah. It was my like I was mentally saving getting one for that reason. So I bought myself one last year. Never say never, you never know. I know, but I'm not waiting. I wanted a one ring, so. Oh, at least you sorted it, Tobes. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, the Forge World stuff, I very rarely have a problem with Forge World. I think the last problem with Forge World I had was Glorfindel, and that was the gate was connected to the tip of the cloak, and the tip of the cloak just snapped off. And obviously I needed a new one because that was for Golden Demon, so they replaced that instantly. They replaced that very quickly. But yes, I am wearing the one ring. So I rule you all. I rule you all, everybody. I rule you all. And in the darkness, I bind you. I need to decide if I want to kick back to the head and if I want to monetize the heads and write some crap for my character about not showing his face. Is that just so you don't have to paint his face? Because although I like painting faces, painting this many Wood Elf faces, I'm not entirely sure I want to do, which is why they've all got the leaves over the faces, and then you just have to paint the forehead, the nose, and the top of the cheek. All sounds kinky. Sounds kinky? Sure you do. I'm going to paint it, but I don't have a massive bald patch at the back of his head. Oh, you don't love the massive bald patch at the back of his head? You know what you could do? You could just stick a hood on him. Seeing as everybody hates hoods in this stream at the moment. Fuckers. A bit too close to home, Tobes. Pro hood. Bit too close to home. Tobes is going bald. Have you got a comb over yet, but Tobes? Fuck you, you fucking fuck. What? Go. Yeah, hoods are cool. We like hoods. There we go. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head and didn't get up in the morning. Definitely feeling aggressive tendencies, sir. Nothing wrong with bald men, it's guys with beards I'm not so keen on. Definitely feeling aggressive tendencies. You're feeling aggressive tendencies. Why are you feeling aggressive, Mannerings? Sophie doesn't like beards, so I'm growing a beard tomorrow. Are you feeling like Max Verstappen? Just frustration boils over and then you're like, rah! Issue with the head swap is the entire neck part of the armour is part of the head. So I'll either have to destroy one head to use the neck on another mini or badly sculpt a new neck bit. The entire neck part of the armour is part of the head. Star Trek Worf. Just cut the neck. Can you cut the neck off? Can you just slice the neck off? It's a sneaky trick with Forge World resin. If you put it in warm water, it slices really cleanly. So if you have a new knife blade, put the head in warm water and then just slice the neck off. Isn't the paladin like? Isn't the head like buried in the armor anyway? So you don't even see the neck particularly. I mean, what did I expect? Tourist. What? What is going on? Hard to see. Yeah, zoom in. Zoom in, Tobe, so we can see. So you want to use... Oh, I don't know what you want to do now. Need to decide if I want to kit bash the head and if I want to magnetize the head and write some crap for my character about not wanting to... Okay, so you want to magnetize... So... But you've got two heads here. So if I decide to pie off the pie, I'd have to clip through the neck and lightly destroy it. No, you can take that off. You cut it straight across here. Cut it straight across there with clippers, and then sand the round bit in, sand the collar out. For not knowing Star Trek quotes. Oh right, sorry. Yeah, I'm not great on Star Trek quotes. I think the only one I could name is a couple of Picards. I'm terrible with Star Trek quotes. Red Dwarf quote. Now you're talking. Yeah, you could do that. Just cut it off like just below his nose. Cut it off below his nose, and then file the rest of it off. File down to where you want it. Or a bit of green stuff and fill the hair out. So yes, or you could do that, or you could just sculpt hair on him. I mean, I won't be able to use the head for anything else. It's a nice sculpt, just not what I'm looking for this mini. If you have a go and it doesn't work, then you can just slice the top of his head off and file it down to the collar and put a new head on. Or you can just use the helmeted head because he doesn't want to show his face. Even if you want to use that, face for something in the future, and you don't want to cut it up, you're gonna have to cut the collar off to use it on something else anyway. Gonna get the green stuff out now. Ooh! Is this what we are reduced to watching? Beastman Petticures? What? Beastman Petticures? Why are we watching Beastman Petticures? How are you doing, Avian? So many mold lines to clean up on these, it's ridiculous. I swear these are a different plastic as well. I swear these are a different plastic. Look at the different coloured plastic. Like it's a different colour. You've all seen the ring before. It's not like the first time I've worn the ring. Everybody's seen the ring before, and you've all commented that I'm wearing the one ring. It's prominent today. Is it prominent today because we're zoomed in? It's just funny, you're like the 18th person to come in and say, are you wearing the one ring? But I don't, it's weird, like I don't like it, like down there. Like I like it up here so I can kind of like, I don't know. Are you joining me with cleaning up Glade Guards then, Mannerings? Chris is Smeagol. S-M-E-A-G-A-G-A-L, Smeagol. Schmeg. What, Smegpot? Exclamation mark Smegpot? Is that the one you wanted? We have in our midst a complete Smegpot.
It's a red dwarf. We have in our midst a complete Smegpot.
Brains in the anal region. Chin absent, presumed missing. Genitalia, small and inoffensive. No value or interest. It's brilliant. A triple fried egg butty with chili sauce and chutney. You what? It's the state of the art, Sarnie. It's the state of the floor I'm worried about. Where did you find this? Found it in a book of bacteriological warfare. It's well naughty. Only thing is you got to eat it before the bread dissolves. So yeah, that's where my quotes come from. I didn't watch Star Trek. Not enough to quote it. I believe the Quagars have got the technology to give me a new body. Quagars? Double A. It's the name I gave them. What's Chris talking about? Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf, Sophie. Supper's not in anymore. I removed Supper. A, Supper killed the bot, and B, Supper to make one juicy giant peach. It always triggered YouTube's BBC copyright thing, so I always got a copyright strike for it. Saw one of my favourite episodes last week of Red Dwarf. I want to say Gunman of the Apocalypse, but I'm going to say, because that's like that's the go-to one that everybody says, oh, it's brilliant. I'm going to say Wolfie's, one of Wolfie's favourites. I'm going to say I'm actually going to say Sirens. Sirens. Yeah, it's way before your time, Sophie, and it's probably not even remotely your sense of humour either. Sirens. Sirens, Wolfie. P-S-I-R-E-N-S. Sirens. God. Took a lot of effort to write Sirens in his own blood. Thing is, I want to know why he used his own spleen as a full stop. I didn't think he meant to. I think it just plopped out. This is not a daffodil. Exclamation mark banana. The Wax World episode, amazing. Oh no, they're bringing somebody out for the guillotine. Who is it? It's Winnie the Pooh.
It's a banana. It always has been a banana. It always will be a banana. It's a yellow fruit that you unzip and eat the white bits.
It's a banana. Are they going to hang us? No, no, no. It's all right. You can tell me. All right, they're going to hang us. I want to die. He's refused the blindfold. It's Winnie the Pooh. Stick him up. Thank you very much. It's cold outside. There's no kind of atmosphere. Absolutely brilliant. He's refused the blindfold. Alright, we're going to make a rope woven out of strands of this Hessian. We're going to make it like a pulley system with these bricks and the rocks, so that when a guard comes in, we're going to lay him out, we'll steal the sword, steal his uniforms, and then we'll fight our way back to the bug. Or we could just use a teleporter. Or at the push, we could use a teleporter. Rimmer's on fire for that one. Rude alert, rude alert, this is not a daffodil. Awooga, abandoned shop. Sophie's like, what the fuck are they on about? New IQ rating 68. Holly's really clever. He's got an IQ of over 200. 200, is that what he said it is? Yeah, what is it? 6. 6? Do me a lemon, that's a poor IQ for a glass of water. Would you like some toast? A slice of hot, warm buttered toast. No crumpets, no pikelets. Definitely no hot cross buns. Okay, well I have one very important question. Would you like a slice of toast? No! 6 to support IQ for a glass of water. I love that. I use that all the time. Do me a lemon. I can't think what do me a lemon's rhyming, Cockney rhyming slang for though. Do me a lemon. It's poor IQ for a glass of water. Can I ask you one more question? It's about waffles, isn't it? No. You want a blueberry muffin? I toast, therefore I am. Oh, it's fucking brilliant. I need to watch Red Dwarf. I might stick it on tonight after movie night while I'm recording some more video stuff. Red Dwarf and Cheers, just phenomenal. And if I have to put a third one in there, it's probably Coupling. What's your life expectancy? 342 years, that's not bad. Oh, I missed the decimal point. 3.42 years? No, 3 is minutes. I don't know which is worst, Sports Talk or Red Dwarf Talk. You've got the IQ of a glass of water as my new favourite insult. 6? Do me a lemon, that's a poor IQ for a glass of water. A white hole? Paul King, Prince of the Planet Potters, played for and got. Prince of the Planet Potters. Intentional. If you don't like Red Dwarf, there's something wrong with you. Kachansky! Lister, tune into Sanity FM. He's saying she's a vision. Of course she is, as plain as day. Tune into Sanity FM. I still can't believe nobody's done exclamation mark Flibble. Like, we're sat here talking about Red Dwarf and we haven't done exclamation mark Flibble. Posted my attempt at the hair. Bloody hell, you've done the hair already? Tobes, you work too quickly when you're sculpting. You've got to take your time. Let's go have a look. Oh, nice. Oh, that's good. Nice one, dude. I'd keep going. I'd just keep going, dude. Like, you can't. It's not like you can mess it up. Just keep kind of pulling strands off, so that on the on this bit here, just keep pulling strands down so it matches. That's really good, dude. Sybil, you should be on Mastermind, Sybil. Sybil Faulty, special subject, stating the bleeding obvious. Can everybody hear the rain, by the way? I'll close the window if it's too much.
Mr. Flibble's very cross. You shouldn't have run away from him. What are we going to do with them, Mr. Flibble?
We couldn't possibly do that.
We'll clear up the mess.
Somehow it's not coming in. If it's raining here, or I'd be out priming the rest of young Henrik. Ah, an L. Too much Japanese movie watching, I guess. Flibble. Exclamation mark Flibble. Are you a rattle can primer, Tobes? It's not coming in the window at all. It usually comes in the window. I keep checking. Because at some point it usually just comes in and soaks the windowsill, but it's not for some reason. So it's doing alright, I'm going to leave it. I am now, yeah! I used to use the airbrush, but A, it's a faff cleaning it, and B, Colourforge Primer is amazing. I mean, I try and do the enunciation of the LR sound as an English speaker, for fuck's sake, it's nigh impossible. I have returned, rejoice or not. I added my latest to stream gallery, I don't think you've seen her. Should we go and have a look at a teeny tiny paint job? I think we should go and have a look at a teeny tiny paint job. Should we go and have a look at a teeny tiny paint job while it's raining? I'm trying my best to clean all of these up. Okay. Teeny tiny. Oh wow. Look at that, everyone. Look at that. That's super cool. Yes, let's look at the teeny tiny paint job. That's really cool. One thing I would do, because it's something that bugs me every time I use them, and I keep having to do it, is I would dry brush all of this grass with some matte varnish. Rattle Can is a lot quicker. That's really cool, Teeny Tiny. She's a mouse maiden from Burrows and Badgers. Is she going to be in your, like, the halfling Bretonian army thing? Oh no, it's on a round base. Ignore me, ignore me, ignore me. I'm guessing she doesn't really fit in the Bretonian army either. She'd be a really cool handmaiden of the lake or something. So I spent 30 minutes looking for a bit that was supposed to have fallen on the floor last night. Nope, never clipped it off the sprue. Amazing. Burrows and Badgers is so cosy. Now she's just a funsy. Fantastic. Fantastic, Teeny Tiny. That's really cool. You've got a little bit of paint slip on the hand here. Tiny bit of paint slip there, look. That's really cool. I love, and this is going to sound really stupid, I love the highlight on the eye. Love the highlight on the eye. Absolutely brilliant. It's really cool. Nice one, Teeny Tiny. It's blood from her enemies. Ah, yes. Yeah. Blood. Definitely blood. Definitely blood from enemies. Now, I think, because I've got loads of these bits, I think what I could do, rather than get new files for the base toppers, I think I could just print out loads of these bits and make squares. How's it not coming in the window? It usually piles in the window. How weird. Slowly building the remaining Dark Imperium, Indomitus, Leviathan, and every other Sunday Space Marine boxes. Do I have the entire Dark Angel chapter? Do you? If you do, Avian, that's going to be awesome. Definitely, that's not a picnic in her basket. That's definitely not a picnic in her basket. It's the heads of her enemies. Right, so Deepwood Scouts, obviously ones with hoods. And then the Glade Guard. Rain doesn't always fall in the same direction. Every single time it's rained, that's all I'm saying. Every time it's rained, it always just comes in. Which is really weird, because like I'm underneath the roof. So the rain kind of comes underneath the roof and comes into the window. But there's not even a single drop. So it's quite nice. I'm going to leave it open because I love hearing the rain. I like rain. I like rain. Oh, do we need to go? No, you don't need to explain the concept of rain. I'll shut up. It's fine. It's fine. Does she need her bread toasted? Does she need her bread toasted? Talkie toaster. Talking's the game, toasting's the name. No, it's fine, Tobes. It's fine. No. If it's too loud though, because there's some cars splashing around, I can pull it closed a little bit, but I like it. Sophie's on the lurk. Sophie, we've only just finished talking about Red Dwarf and now you go on the lurk. We could talk about anything now. Okay, been typing away from meetings. See you in a bit, Avian. I'm just keeping an eye on the windowsill. I too have been typing away for work, but for trading, I'm down $180 today. Oh no. Oh no. How quickly, here's a question, how quickly do you think I could airbrush skeletons? Because if I've got 40 of them, I might do a 3D print over the weekend of loads of these bits, so I can do some square bases for all the skelly bobs. But then I need some plastic bases as well. I'll for those plastic bases, I think I'll try and get some cheap ones, but I'll get them all from the same place so they all match. Because I need some like What are the size of the zombie dragons? Like 100 by 150? They're huge, aren't they? I don't know why the zombie dragons are so big. But I think the zombie dragons are 100 by 150. So I need 2 of those because I need to put Lorca Vi on one. Oh, Lorca Vi on a 100 by 150 mil base is going to look awesome because we could do like a really cool big base for her. Meant to be having a game and a catch up with a mate tomorrow, and he's bringing dwarfs by the sound of it. What do we reckon I put onto the table against him? Ogres, Minotaur Herd, Warriors of Chaos, Tomb Kings. Don't think I'll put my own dwarfs down because the models are so bulky. Is it someone I know? My answer may vary if it is. Have you played with the Minotaur Herd yet? I vote Minotaur Herd. Especially with the new rules like Chaos Armor on heroes and things, I vote Minotaur Herd. Just smash into him with like 18 Minotaurs. Depends. Are you using an airbrush for skellies? Yes. I think I said that. How long do you think it would be to airbrush skellies? Got to go with the Blood Herd or whatever the Mino Army of Infamy is. Yeah, I reckon Mino Herd. And shall I? Rescale. I need to sign up to their Patreon so I can get a discount because I was looking at their where are their collections? I was looking at where is it? Unchained. There we go. Unchained. Is it the Unchained? That's Unchained 2. Yeah, I think it's Unchained 2. I was looking at these for the Marauders when it loads. Like just these. I just think they'd be cool as shit. So I think I'm gonna need to sign up to just really like look at that. Just really simple, badass poses. I just think an army of Marauders like that would just be awesome. The thing is, it's $30 for all of those. So I think I'm going to need to sign up to their Patreon so I can get some discount. Because I'd kind of like, because they've got those, and then there's also like the commander. I mean, look, it's just so yeah. This is where I got my Minotaur Gorgon from. I scaled up one of these, so it was massive. So yeah, I haven't even looked at the horses actually. I haven't even looked at these. Okay, they're more Chaos Warriors, aren't they? They're warriors rather than Marauders. But yeah, I might have to sign up to their Patreon so I can get a bit of a discount and pick up these because they're really cool. So if I have some units of Marauders and then that dragon, and then I'll need another dragon for the Warpfire dragon. I don't know whether to. What do you guys think? Do you think I should do? Do you think I should do that dragon? Because they do 3 different versions of this dragon. Do you think I should do one of these dragons with a rider on, and then another one of these dragons as a Warpfire dragon? They're pretty solid as a list. They don't really get much in a way of a buff. Also not a Wood Elf. Hey Ren, how you doing? Sorry, I got distracted for a second, Ren. My Beastman Army book isn't slated to arrive until June the 11th. Yeah, it's an annoyingly good book, Yak. All us Wood Elves are crying ourselves to sleep over how good the Beastman book is. 90 minutes of streaming, 5 minutes of building. No. I've cleaned up 2 legs. I've cleaned up two sets of legs so far. Thank you very much. Do not listen to Toby talking shit about me. Twitch chat distracted me for a second with some Red Dwarf quotes, but I got back on track. I'm trying to clean these up as best I can.
Today's fish is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal.
I will. I don't know why Sophie doesn't find that funny, to be honest. Isn't he a large target? Tobes knows many more than things. Always listen to Tobes, especially over Chris. What? No, ignore. No. Ren, we are working really well. Ren, look. I photographed these today, look, Ren. Photographed these today. We got Wood Elves on the go. Wood Elves on the go. Wood Elves on the go. We got Wood Elves on the go. We've also given them all a little bit of a bump on their bases, so their feet don't sink too far into the forest floor and make them look too short. So we've given them all little boosters. It's not bad for like an hour. That one probably wasn't even an hour either. It's a short elf. Yeah, that one's the one short elf. That's a little short elf. I'm going to do some more of these, and then I want to do the horses. So I've got all the Glade Rider horses here as well, which I need to cut the grass off as well. But I've got all the horses here which need cleaning up. I thought I'd glue them together because it didn't particularly stop me cleaning them up if I glued them together. So like this bit here, it doesn't really stop me cleaning that bit up. So they're all glued together at least. I just need to cut off the grass that's supporting some of the legs. I might just cut that there like that so I can bend that leg back and just make it a slightly different pose. But what's the basing scheme? What's the basing scheme for what? I'm looking forward to seeing the Cathay book. I didn't even buy the Beastman one yet. I am really looking forward to the Cathay. I'm really looking forward to getting that Longma. I'm going to paint the shit out of that Longma. It's going to be really cool. Yeah. The Wood Elves, it's just some base ready stuff that I got from Reality and Scale. So it's a combination of loads of natural basing material. It's not painted at all. I didn't paint it in the slightest. So it's like some leaves, some flock, some dirt, some static grass mixed in. There's a video coming out about it soon anyway on YouTube, so you can. Everything will be linked in that description. Both the recipe of the flocking Chris uses and the crap under my hobby desk. For a model that's basically the same size as Royal Pegasus, I reckon the Longman will take me a fifth of the time. Oh, really? Why? Because it hasn't got all the feathers. But you don't have to highlight all the feathers, but you do have to paint all the veins on the wings. I'm looking forward to the Longma. Longma's going to be cool. I'm gonna throw slap the Longma as well. Maybe throw slap plus. Maybe throw slap plus. Should I take Cathay to TSN?
You're gonna frozlap, and I'm gonna slap fro tongue.
Right, so I need three shooty arms now. There's another one. 1, 2. Let's cut another one out. Friend will be speed painting. I only taken 2 months per model. 2 months? 2 months? I airbrushed it white? Why would you prime anything white? Other than a stormtrooper. Stormtrooper, I will forgive you for priming something white. Priming white for tears and frustration. In fact, I wouldn't even prime a stormtrooper white. What have I primed white? Have I primed anything white in the last, like... Oh! I have. No, I didn't. I primed that black as well. I was gonna say that, but I primed that black as well. Have I primed anything white? I don't think I've primed anything white in years. I think I tried one once and I was like, no, I hate this. They were in black. That was black. Anything up there? That was black. So those were white, but that was back in 2000. They were my Tomb Kings. I primed my old Tomb King Skeleton Warriors white. Yeah, everything's black. Everything's black. You did prime your Star Wars Legion Clone Troopers in white. Chris, excellent at reading chat as ever. I'm very good at reading chat, thank you very much. I'm very good. Look, I'm reading now. I knew what you meant. He's just illiterate. Oh, if you airbrush the white, as in the white cloth and its various blue shadows, depends what the thing is and how I'm painting it. Tobes is on the lurk now. Tobes is fed up with me and he's gone lurking. That was cool though. I like that. That was some weird, funky, weird shit thing. That's from, what game is that from? Malediction? It's one of the models from Malediction. Needs highlights. Needs highlights. Did you get Wood Elves? Or have you already got Wood Elves, Ren? I can't remember. Because you got Dark Elves, haven't you? I put together 24 Executioners, so I have a unit of 30 Executioners. I got 16 Blackguard, all the metals done on all of those. Doing the dishes stray. Is this British for showering? Not a Wood Elf. No, it's not a Wood Elf. Yes, sorry, I must keep on track. I've got lots of Wood Elves to build, so I need to crack on with them. Otherwise, the army is going to take me forever. Because I'm, as you will see in the video, which is coming out very, very soon, I'm trying to build them really, really well, and also try and do a little bit to help the bad mold. I have a decent Wood Elf collection, a lot of metal. We get the battalion eventually. Eventually, eh? Eventually. 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 You're getting 2 battalions. What, the Wood Elf ones? You don't need 2 battalions of the Wood Elves. You certainly don't need 60 Glade Guard. I would grab 1 battalion and then a box of whatever other thing you wanted. Particularly as you always say, you're trying to kind of keep an eye on your money. Unless you've got a plan to split with somebody, split with someone or something, of course. Returning comes first, then Cathay. Those might switch around a bit. Chris thoughts on picking up one of the mealworms and slapping some wings on it as a wyvern for a war boss. That sounds amazing. Yak, that sounds cool as shit. Do it. I completely didn't even remember the mealworm existed. And I was even more surprised when I saw it, when I found out about it and then saw it being put in the High Elf list. I think the only battalion I grabbed 2 of are the Warriors of Chaos and the Cathay. Yeah, the Cathay one is the Cathay one's pretty good because I think you want I think you might want some blocks of the Warriors and the horses, particularly because the Cathay is a slightly limited model range at the moment. So I think a double Cathay box would be quite good. Grand Cafe is a very, very grand cafe. I've got to try and put my colour scheme idea into action when the Cathay come out, haven't I? Shall we try and paint one on stream? I think we should try and paint one on stream. I really don't know whether to get the Cathay battalion, to be honest. I'll do the army, but might just pick up Jade Warriors on their own. Oh, do you not want one of the cannons? Because I quite like the rocket launcher things, and the horses are going to be really cool, I think. I think the horses are quite cool. I do like the Jade Warriors. I think the Jade Warriors look amazing. If I can have a massive block of Jade Warriors, that would be really, really, really cool. Terracotta Warrior will never be in stock. Yeah, I'm not I'm not totally convinced on that because I've got to try and come up with a colour scheme for it. Not really a colour scheme, like a paint approach. And I think it's going to be like a bit of a spotlight head. Like do it as a bit of artwork. I think that's probably the way to do it. But yeah, it's very big and samey across the whole model, so it needs to have some sort of interest across the whole model. So I think you use a bit of artistic license on it. And also I sort of want to try a fiery glow from the inside. The Lancer models and the artillery are pretty. They are really, really cool, War Masters. Yeah, they are really cool. Aside from maybe Mao Ying. Yeah, like there's blatantly going to be a second phase, isn't there? There's blatantly going to be a second phase. That's probably why the Cathay is an arcane journal as well. So it'll be an arcane journal for the models which they release first. Get those out, and then shift gears, release the rest of the stuff. So like Hendy was saying, like you've got like the Jade Riflemen or something, the ones with the long rifles. You've hopefully got the Longma units, which will be really cool because I'll have 2 units of those. That'll be fab. So things like that, and then obviously Mao Ying is just stunning. So they're smashing it out the park with that, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think I want 2 boxes. I think I'll just grab 1 box, 1 battalion box for the Jade Warriors. I don't think I want two boxes worth of Jade Warriors. I'd like 2 boxes worth of the cavalry, but it's not worth getting a whole battalion for that. I'll just grab 1 box of the cavalry.
Christopher is like, I like the Jade Warriors and will paint them in autumn colours. They're Jade Warriors, not Autumn Warriors. Fuck. Moo.
The armour on the Lancer horse is a bit confusing. That's basically my only criticism of Cathay. Fabmate. Lancer models. So yeah, that's my plan. That's my plan with the Cathay. Stupid bloody old world. I don't think I'll end up with all the armies. I think there's a few that I won't. I mean, the annoying thing is, I kind of have demonettes over there. I've got the old. Will you get a floaty thingy? Nah. I'm not a big fan of that either. Not a real big fan of that. I am weird with armies. So I'll get a battalion box and the Longma, and then at a later date Mao Ying. And then if a Longma unit comes out, I'll get another champion horse / hero on a Longma, and then 2 units of Longma. The only thing is that you're going to need to fill the core with something, so hopefully that'll be Jade Warriors and the riders.
We know you are weird, Christopher, and not just with armies.
I'm going to double up on the Jade Warriors and the artillery, which is enough to yoink 2 battalions. Also, does that mean I can grab the horses off you, Ren? The old wood has been pretty good so far. Here's hoping. I'll decide on prices become available for whether it keeps the same pricing as the other battalions or it's spending. I reckon it'll be exactly the same pricing. It'll be exactly the same pricing. I don't think there's anything in that box that says it's going to be more expensive. Full variant, oh my word. Oh, Luna's going all in. Luna's going all in. Yeah, the old world has been really good, I think. It has been really good. think the army building's been fantastic. Yeah. So I am going to print a load of these then. In fact, I can throw them on tonight. I'll print a load of those because they come off super easily. I scale them down a little bit so that they'll fit on the smaller base. And then what was? Oh, we need Hendy. Does anybody know what that cheap website is for bases? There's a website that does cheap bases because I'll need like 40 square bases for the Skelly Bobs. And I'm not paying Games Workshop prices. That's dumb. Vampire Counts make a return. Hobby Heaven? Was it something like that? Hobby Haven bases? Well, look at that. Look at Luna being awesome. £6 for 50. There we go. Thank you very much. So this is why you have to match, because these bases are cheap, but if you look at them, they've got like little round edges, they've got little round corners, and the edges are very much more upright. They're still at an angle, but they're much more upright than the Games Workshop ones. So the Games Workshop ones have got a nice slant to them, look, and they also have a very square corner. So I don't mind using these ones, but you have to get all of these ones. Bases. There we go. So do they do the big one for the 100mm square? They don't do the big one, you see. So they don't do the one for... They don't do the one for the zombie dragon. That's annoying. Let's hope Vamps are coming back. Yeah, Ren, what would you be happy if Vamps came back, Ren? Yeah, I'll have to find out, yeah. How much are the bases from Games Workshop? Aren't they like 30 quid? Oh my god, they're still in stock. And those are still in stock. High Elf transfer sheet. 5 quid for that one. 25. 31 quid, but I think you get 100, don't you? 100. So you get 100, but it's 30 quid. And those ones are 50 for 6, so it's 12 quid for 100. So it's half the price. Ish. Yeah, we were looking at them the other day. The newer fantasy skellies are really nice. And I do like the AOS ones as well. I think the AOS ones are really good as well. I don't think they're particularly better in ranks, but they're the ones that I have, so they're going to have to do.
Told you nobody want those high elves pompous twats.
Have to get your own printer and FDM the bases. Yeah, you just end up having to sand the layer lines all the time though. I'm going to email you individually every instance that question has come up in the server I moderate. Your inbox will never be usable again. What, with the... vampire counts? But you're super excited to have them back though, right? I mean... Right? They're an iconic... They're an iconic army. And as we've been explaining, like, there's no model crossover anymore with AOS, so they can just release them. Same with Dark Elves. As soon as the Cities of Sigmar book comes out, there's no crossover with Dark Elves in Old World to AOS, so they can just release the Dark Elves. That's two armies, 2 extra armies. And then my lovely Dark Elves get a proper arcane journal and stuff. I own vampire counts and I look askance at them in my cabinet every time I walk past now. Those bloody askancers. Not if you set the layer height something lower. FDM prints are amazing now. Yeah, that's true. The one that Mannering's got has been very, very cool. Speaking of Captain Mannerings and 3D printing, I've nearly finished putting together my dagger that he printed for me. I'd like Dark Elves back, but I have no hope. I think Dark Elves stand a chance. I think Dark Elves stand a chance. I think they need another evil army, don't they? Because it's now 6-4. When Cathay come out, it's 6-4 to the good side. So they need vampire counts to come out. And Dark Elves. If they bring Dark Elves and vampire counts out, then that's 6-6. And then they can just stop. That's it. It's fine. You ain't done nothing. No, you were awesome and printed me a dagger though, Mannerings. I was just saying that your printer's really, really cool. And I want one. Okay, so next question then. Next question. My Minotaurs and my Orcs, I've used MDF bases. Like square-edged MDF bases, laser-cut MDF bases. Do I use those for vampire counts? Because that would be cheap to get the bases. Right, very, very quickly, I'm going to go make a cup of tea. I'm going to quickly run to the bio. And then when I get back, we'll maybe assemble some Wood Elves. I'll be 2 seconds. Everybody keep chattering away and chit-chat. I'll catch up with everybody's chat when I get back, okay? 2 seconds. Yeah, I want as little metal as I can, which is why I keep making casts and molds and things. Right, let's catch up. What's everybody been saying? Spoopy season has started. Spoopy season. My conjecture for Old World is Special Marines. The new conjecture seems to be based on the fact that Ogres, Chaos Wolves are on the map. I scroll through that rumour thread when I load Discord up each day to have a laugh. Oh, you on some funky Discord? Spoopy season. Seen it all round, and their theory that any Dogs of War re-release must surely mean at least 2 to 4 new plastic kits. They're not going to put effort into releasing Dogs of War. They'll release the old stuff, if anything, and then just be like, there you go, have some Dogs of War. They're not going to put effort into a Dogs of War army. Why would Games Workshop ever remake new kits when they can? Yeah, the nostalgia. If you want to take me into Stormcast, please don't. They've been behaving. Already done that with Cathay. No need to eat the cost of plastic Dogs of War molds at this juncture. Yeah, I think the Cathay will be a really good. Again, they're just kind of. I still feel like they're kind of dipping their toe in to see where the interest in Old World is. So I think the Cathay will be a huge one. If we can get Cathay selling out and like hitting their target, like if we see things that are out of stock when Cathay is released, I think that's going to be really healthy and really good. Because I suspect they've printed a lot. Or at least more than some of the other armies that they've released. Like, I think they've printed more than Wood Elves and more than Dwarfs and things in preparation because it's a whole new faction. So hopefully they can sell out. Anyway, I expect Old World to remain quite scrappy and crafty. I like that phrase, scrappy and crafty, yes. Because they do kind of encourage converting and kit bashing. Like all the Arcane's journals are like representing X unit on the battlefield, do this. Cathay is the first glimpse of what Old World looks like eventually. Yep. If Cathay is a template, they'll follow going forward. I think Old World is heading in a very good direction. I think it is as well. I hope they don't do what AOS does and just release like half a faction. So like Cathay is a good start, but they need the rest of the faction because we don't want, or I don't want, like so Ideneth have got like 4 units. Like I don't want all the Cathay armies to look the same because they only have like 5-6 units to choose from. So they need to make sure it's full. I love most of the Wood Elf models. I just want more. I love all the Wood Elf models. I don't think there's a Wood Elf model I don't like. The made to order ones I will skip. That's fine. They're made to order. I'm not going to grab those. I will convert those. Is there a Wood Elf model I don't like? The Warhawk Riders I'm not a big fan of, but that's just their pose really. Like, oh, I don't like the is it the mage on the Great Eagle because he's just standing on the back. That just looks dumb. Plastic birds would make me so happy. I'm surprised they haven't converted more metals into resin. I will say that. I'm surprised they haven't done that because it's a reasonably straightforward thing to do in terms of changing the mould. I definitely know what's coming next. I have consulted the moon and the stars and read the tea leaves. Games Workshop are obviously profoundly concerned by burrows and badgers, so next up is hedgehog. The novelty of having metal back is wearing off. Yeah. I'm not a fan. I hate working with metal. Resin is fine. I prefer to handle plastic. I'm not sure I have a preference between either, to be honest. I think plastic is easier because you can use plastic glue. But I love working with resin as well. I think the challenge with the resin stuff is that if you want to convert it, the slices that they do when they want to register parts into them, like occasionally they'll like cut into a breastplate to fit an arm, so then you have to almost fit the arm and then cut the arm off to then convert it, sort of thing. So it's a little bit more challenging. Oh, Beastmaster pack. Yeah, there we go. That's not really a proper unit though, is it? I even kind of like Orion. I want to get an Orion. I'm going to cast him up in resin, cast the body in resin, scratch build a spear for him, and then give him more like vines and more things like that. For Orion, I really like Orion. So I think it's a shame the body isn't a little bit larger. If I could find a body that's sort of the same pose and then sculpt bits onto him, I think that might be quite fun. But I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. I don't think I'm going to be able to find a appropriate scale sized model anywhere else that's like topless with enough room to then sculpt fur and deer legs on, kind of thing. Beastmaster pack. I'll rephrase. I don't like working with super glue. I think the Orion mini is fantastic. Yeah, I really like the Orion mini. Armyless in Discord. Should I get a third cacophonist to lead the Termes? I think that would be bang on, Purples. I think that would be bang on. I think that's the easiest thing to do in that list. I was reading that list earlier. I was like, I think that's probably the easiest thing to do, because beyond that, you're kind of like swapping units in and out to try and like make room for another hero here or there, or make room for a more expensive unit. Like you could swap one unit out and put in another unit of noise marines. You don't really want to do that. So yeah, I think if you want to ship me another cacophonist, I don't mind just throwing that in. I'll throw that in for you. It's a massive army commission. So I can do 3 Lord Cacophonists for you. Celestra, I should write up 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 list progression for Space Wolves. That would be really cool. Yeah, either. Like if you order it from Element, they'll just ship it when they all get into stock. So it'll only be like a week. It'll only be another week for Element Games, I think. So you can just ship another one if you want. Yeah, speaking of, guys, if you do want to order anything, all the cool pre-orders which are coming up, if you want to order anything, if you're in the UK and you want to help support the stream, if you do !element, or you look at the affiliate links in my Discord, it will give you a link to Element Games, who are fantastic with pre-orders and things. They're a little bit of a pain sometimes if the items that you have are out of stock, or the items that you want are out of stock. So if you do order things that are out of stock, I would put those in their own specific order, because it can take them a little bit of a while to get certain items back in stock. For instance, like paints, when I order paints from them, sometimes there's some things that are out of stock. So just be wary of things like that. But pre-orders, they're fantastic. So !element will give you my affiliate link, and then there's also a code in there which will give you double loyalty points, which you can then use for twice the discount when you order again. So that's !element. If you're further down south in the UK, you can use !Griffin. So that's Griffin Gaming. That's a little store near where Crystal lives, little Crystal. And they've given me a really cool affiliate down there as well, where if you use my link, you get 5% off. You get 5% off your basket if you use my affiliate link for !Griffin Gaming. So you can use either of those. So that's really cool. And there's also a affiliate link for Redgrass Gaming if you want to try either the clippers, the wet palette, or the really good lamp that they've got there as well. I saw that lamp a few weeks ago when I was down at Rich's. It's really good. And then also !brush if you want to try some of the brushes that I use. So there we go. There's all the affiliate commands for you to have a look at. And thank you very much if you do choose to order from one of those links. Exclamation mark Element for Element Games. Exclamation mark Griffin for Griffin Games. Exclamation mark Redgrass. And exclamation mark Brush. And those are all available in my Discord as well, if you're in my Discord. You've ordered a third one. Nice! That's really cool. Thank you. As soon as they arrive, I will get those. I need to take an army photo for you as well, didn't you? You requested an army photo. I need to do that. So yeah, that's going to be really cool. Oh, I didn't even turn the... put the battery in and I didn't even turn it on. So yeah, there you go. Who's coming to movie night tonight? Got a cracking movie tonight. Although it's not going to be a movie night tonight that makes me want to do a Old World army. I think tonight what I'll do. In fact, give me 1 second. Nice. Too awkward to get to. I was going to go and get Lorcavai. I was going to go and get Lorcavai and have a look and see how big a base she would be on. See if it would look silly if Lorcavai was on a nice big base. What size base is she on? Full army pick when it's done, for sure. Am I going to Griffcon? Probably not. Because it's a long way. It's a long way for me to go. I do need to go to one of them. When is Griffcon? Have they got a date? When's the date? Is it July? I can't remember when Griffcon is. August 13th, there we go. Oh, so maybe then, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. It's a long way away. Yeah, what size base is Lorcavai on? Because she's gorgeous. Absolutely. That would be really cool as well as a unit filler. I think that as a unit filler would be awesome as well, so might put that in the unit skeletons. Then we've got some bats down here as well, which is quite cool. Lorcavai. She is on a 80 mil. Okay. So it's about, so yeah, so she should have enough space to be, because 20 mil wider for a 100 mil base, and then just like twice as long. So there's room for her to be on a 100 by 150 mil, and she's not going to look too small, I don't think. She's already got some extra parts on her base, so I can just snap all that off, stick it on the new one. That'll be quite good. So yeah, I will get that box out. So for movie night, I'm gonna snap off all the Skelly Bobs from their bases. Snap off all the Black Knights and Blood Knights from their bases. And then start constructing some bases for those. I think that'd be quite good. I'm really tempted to actually get Games Workshop bases, which sucks, I know. What size are Chaos Dragons on? Are they 100 by 150? They're called Boner Boys, not Skelly Bobs. No, they're Skelly Bobs. Definitely Skelly Bobs. Yeah, are Chaos Dragons on 60 by 100 or 100 by 150? I hope they're on 100 by 150, because that's really cool. 60 by 100, bollocks. Oh, it's really annoying. Just make him my 100 by 150. Just put all the dragons on 100 by 150 mil bases. I mean, that'll still fit. That'll still fit. You do get a discount if you join their Patreon, right, Warmaster? Because I really want all these guys as well. Unit of them. Unit of them. I don't know why, but I just prime subbed you, but with no alert. Do a refresh, Goliath. Do a refresh. And it should pick it up. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Prime subs are always appreciated. Thank you very much. 60 by 100. So I need a 60 by 100 base for the Chaos dude. Oh, this is going to be cool. This is going to be cool. Oh, nice purples. Did they do a thank you very much for the order? We are expecting them here, sort of thing. And then we've got Lucius to do, haven't we? So, if it's alright, purples, I'll smash out the cacophonists. I'll do those like I've been doing the rest of the army, and then just spend a little bit more time on Lucius. I have my sub on auto-renewer, so I never get alerts. You should do Sinister. You should get auto refresh thing. Would you like to? It should say things like would you like to share your resub sort of thing. And thank you very much for the resubs. I gotta share this milestone, Papa, but I never click it. Sorry, thanks, Purples.
Focus! Focus! Focus!
Thanks, Purples. Each creator is different for whether they give discount for try per, but I think it's 50% off that creator. Yeah. I might check that. I might try and pick a month where they've got some really cool stuff. Because I'm in no rush for it. It's just sitting at the back of my mind, nagging at me. Like, how cool would this Chaos Army look with that dragon? I'm like, fuck's sake. So I'm in no rush for it, but yeah, I'll try and keep an eye on. I don't know. Can you check? Does it say what? Oh, so it's rats. Ah, there it is. It's rats. Rats this month. Oh, Goliath! Thank you, dude. And another cool dragon. They do like their dragons, don't they? Thank you very much, Goliath. That's really kind of you. Thank you. So yeah, that's June. I've no idea what's in July. So yeah, maybe I'll keep an eye on £10 a month, $10 a month. That's really cool, actually, isn't it? That cryptworm thing. That is really cool. Should get a couple of dragons. You should. Oh, that's cool as well. Oh, that's what you get as a welcome pack. Oh, I love that model. That's cool as a welcome pack. And then you get that massive thing. And you get a tree! Holy shit, you get a tree! That's really nice. That's a nice tree. Oh, well, I'd better definitely do that then if I get a free tree. Do they offer physical? No. No, not a lot of my mini factory do physical ones. Nice one, Warmaster. Oh well, thank you, dude. I will keep an eye out. I don't know if they have a planning one on their Patreon or something, but I'll keep an eye on them. See if there's a really good month, 1 month with some good minis in it. Grab it that month, and then grab the Unchained models and the Dwagons for 50% off. Have we convinced you to use the Minotaur herd, Warmaster? So this is just mainly just because these cloaks. I don't know whether these are... They're just not very good molds. So you get this weird texture on all the cloak surfaces. On all the flat surfaces you get like a bit of texture, almost like it's sculpting texture, which you don't get on the new stuff because obviously it's all digital. So I'm just trying to sand a bit of that texture off. There we go. It's a bit better. At some point, I'll understand why they don't offer physical minis, but it is not this day. It is not this day. They're not printers, basically. They're sculptors. Has he finished cleaning mini number 3 yet? Nearly. Nearly. Look, I'm on. I've got the 3 torsos out here. How are you doing, Tobes? Tobes, I was just looking at the dragons again, the Chaos Dragons again. Did you see the Marauders that I like, Tobes? Were you here when I was looking through the Chaos Marauders? Exactly that. They focus on sculpting and offer commercial licenses for people to... Yeah. So I could, for instance, I could get the commercial license and print them all, but I'm not going to have a large enough market to make that worthwhile. So the dragons and proportions seemed a bit off, but for a Chaos Dragon that actually works, didn't see the Marauders. Let me show you the Marauders. Why do you think the proportions were off? Let's go back to the dragon. Oh, yeah, there's a dragon. It's the Marauders I'm going to get. And then you have heads for all of them, so you have bear heads. So that one can have a bear head, for instance. But yeah, they're a bit awesome. So I'm gonna try, and I think they're really kind of stoic, perfect, just for standing in ranks and looking. I mean, look at that. So I think I'm gonna grab these. The only thing is, bloody expensive. They're like $30 for all of these. You do get shitloads of models, but so that's the Ranger pack, and then there's also like just regular infantry. I don't quite know what the difference is between all of them, but so I think these ones have got more armor on. So these ones could be the Chaos Warriors. I mean that's just. So yeah, these could be the Chaos Warriors, which to be fair I would use as well. These are really nice. And then that as the dragon. Dragons seem to have a huge body and tail and tiny arms. I mean, dragons have like a huge body and tail and tiny arms, don't they? They have a campaign going on. The tail of... Oh, shit! Wow. That's insanely cool. Teeny tiny would love that. Didn't have a very short neck. Like they put the arms too high up. Some dragons are depicted. Like dragons are all over the place, aren't they? Dragons are literally all over the place. Like if you go to their dragon section, they've done all sorts of different proportions. I just really like that one. Come on. Don't know why it's not loading. Click the link a little bit higher up, teeny tiny. Warmaster's Forge popped a link up in chat. You need to click it. Why are the dragons and wyverns not loading? Anyway. They do loads of different types of dragons. I just really like those ones. I thought they looked really cool. So if you want some more stereotypical proportioned dragons, they do those as well. Did you miss some whimsy? You definitely missed some whimsy. Click that link and you will see. Click that link and you will see the whimsy that you missed. The whimsy that you missed. Click that link and you will see. Your wallet installed a site blocker on your desktop. Oh, the dragons are loaded. There we go. So yeah, that's the one I really like. That's the chromatic black dragon is the one I really like. But there's a metallic silver one that's a bit more stereotypical of a dragon proportions. There's a really thin one. Look, really long and thin. There's some weird one that's got like the dinosaur, one of the little dinosaurs with like frill wings. There's a more stoic one with longer legs. There's a bit of a spiny one, smaller wings, long thin legs and a big fat neck. So yeah, they're all over the place. There's loads of them. That one's got tiny wings. That one would never fly. That one looks really cool. Oh, that's the Unchained one. So this is the one that goes with. This is the one that goes with the Chaos Warriors that we were looking at earlier. So that looks quite cool. There you go. With all the armor and everything on. So I might get. So that's the other idea. So I might get one of these as the one that's mounted. The only thing is that I think it's that one. Although that one's pretty good as well. I think it's that one that's the best pose for the one that's got something mounted on it. That's not too bad, look. So I could get that one and then use the other one. Use this one, or that one rather, as the Warp Fire Dragon. And don't have anything mounted on that. So I might do that. But then also, there is also... where's the rescale? Unchained, there we go. There's this one. Which is which is a bit more of a Chaos Dragon. It's like a double-headed dragon. Again with a rider, it's got this weird massive tail on it, so that would be quite cool. So I might go that way and do like that dragon, and then use that dragon as a Warp Fire Dragon in the army. The Warp Fire Dragon is the Warp Fire Dragon available in the Grand Army, or is that only an Arcane Journal one? Hey Alfredo, hey Muzz, how you doing? Muzz, I give you a big shout out on. It also never fits a 60 by 100. Yeah, maybe. I thought of using extra Emperor Children bits to make Traitor Horus Heresy. Yeah, definitely do it. It also never fits a 60 by 100. Yeah, you don't. I'd make it fit. I think I'd make it fit. Let me go and have another quick look at it. Yeah, I'd try and make it fit. Maybe. Because you could have an overhang. You could have it on a rock with an overhang. Be a bit top heavy though. Yeah, maybe I can't do that then. Maybe I can't do that. I don't know. Depends how big that is. CSGO I've used when I find cool dragons can scale down them over there, but then yeah, scaling. I don't particularly want to scale it down because it looks so badass. See, that's the thing. Why aren't the dragons just all on 100 by 150s? Like, it's dumb. Some of the dragons are on 50 by 100s, I think. Is it the Dark Elf one? Is the Dark Elf one on a 50 by 100? Just like how many dragons... You can get two Dark Elf dragons in on a... nearly 3. 2 Dark Elf dragons in on a vampire dragon, zombie dragon. Same frontage. I'm quite surprised actually that the Wood Elf dragon is on a 60 by 100 because the Wood Elf dragon is thin and small. So I was expecting that to be on a 50 by 100, but it's on a 60. What about the Cathay coming out? That looks like it's on a 100 by 150. That looks like it's on a 100 by 150. If you go and look at the... because I just have the article up. Because I'm obsessed with the Cathay stuff at the moment. It looks like it's on a... Look, that's a 100 by 150. It's on a huge base. And she looks like she's on like a 60 mil. They should give all the dragons giant bases because let's be honest, if you have a dragon you want to cut... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And like the that's the Wood Elf dragon base I've done. And even though the model's quite small in scale, like it's quite small in scale, it's still like you've still got space around it. So you could definitely make it larger. Yeah. Little bit disappointed. And they're not multi-part prints. They are definitely multi-part prints. Yeah, I couldn't be able to print that dragon on my thing. That's round. That round base it's sculpted with is 4 inches, so just over 100 meters round. So head to scale. Oh, okay. Hang on. It's a 4-inch, so just over 100 mil round. Just over 100 mil round. So you're losing maybe 20 mil that side, no mil this side. So that is basically its feet. Maybe like let's say maybe 30 mil. Maybe 30 mil. So that's 70 wide there ish. So maybe you do just scale it. If you scale it down 5%, and you don't have to scale down the rider. If it's multi-part, you could then just bring the legs together a fraction, fill in the join. Yeah, I reckon you can make that fit. It is properly cool, isn't it? This is the thing though, look, it's $23. So much money. So do you do that, or do you do... is there another rescale one? Oh, there is. There's an Unchained one. Hang on, let's have a look at this one. What's the first Unchained dragon? I haven't looked at this one. Holy fuck. Can we have the lot? There we go. Those wings look a bit heavy, don't they? Those wings are a bit big. But at least that fits 100 by 60 mil. And he's armoured up. Oh, and he's got a cool cape. Oh, that's quite nice, actually. That's not bad. Which one do we prefer? That one or that one? There's not another one, is there? I don't think. Oh, they only did Unchained 1 and Unchained 2, didn't they? Yeah. So the only other one is like the Lord of the Rings Wraith. So there's one that's got a mounted. There, that one. That's almost like a Witch King. So that's like a Wraith rather than a Chaos Lord. So it's either that double-headed one. I don't really like these ones. It's not bad. It's not like it's bad. It's just not great. I definitely don't like the jumpy one. That one's not bad. Quite like the wing pose on it, with the wings outstretched. Again, that would fit on a 60 by 100. It's just, honestly, it's just a shame that this one, that one doesn't have like an armoured version with a rider on it. Because I really like that one. I just think that one's awesome. That one's. I think that one will be the Warpfire Dragon. That one's just phenomenal. It's really cool. Right. Anyway. Looks kind of cool. The first one, models overhang the base are always a recipe for disaster. Things get broken. I know, but I'm just really careful. Generally, I'm just really careful with models. I don't tend to break a lot. Could glue it on, yeah, but never going to get base content in the game with the heads extending out so far. It would be higher, so it would just overhang the unit that it's going into. Some of the vases are very odd. Games Workshop, kind of Games Workshop. Round base it's sculpted with. It's good, but it's not quite. It's good, but it's not quite Carling. Yeah, I mean that Warpfire Dragon one that I really like with the kind of twisted horns, just so twisted and cool. I love it. If I get one of those and print that out, and if I can get a Marauder to sit on it, then maybe that's where I go with the 2 Chaos Dragons and just use the other version of that dragon. And just have one that's the Marauder's sitting on. But yeah, rescale is rescale's a pain because they're expensive and they're really, really nice. So it's obviously worth it to sign up to their Patreon so I can get a bit of a discount code. Might as well use AOS Archon. Yeah, that's the thing with the rescale stuff, because they do that Unchained. There's the whole range there. That's all the same aesthetic, and it all matches, and it all looks so good. When the front arms of a dragon are the same size as the back, they just look like flying lizards. I do love the AOS Archon. AOS Archon is really, really nice. Yeah, he's really cool. I love the triple heads. I think the triple heads are really clever. Carling, I'd see that more as an insult. I think she meant Carlsberg. Isn't it Carlsberg? If Carlsberg did dragons, they'd be the best dragons in the world. Have you looked at Mini Monster Mayhem? They also do nice dragons. Mini Monster Mayhem. No, I haven't. It's got to go some to beat that twisted one from Rescale, to be honest. That is as twisted and awesome as you can get for a dragon. I think it's phenomenal. What was it? Mini Monster Mayhem. Mini Monster Mayhem. Mini Monster Mayhem. Collections. Wagons. That's pretty cool. Armored creature, NPC. Pocket for snake folk and snake creatures. Underdark. Dragons, there we go. There's a dragon one. I have heard it's a shit beer. Really liking your deburring tool. Can you pop the blade out so I can see? My little penknife. Yes, I can. Give me a second. It's just a blunt. It's just a blunt blade that I use. It's taken an age to load again. Oh! There we go. That was cool. That looks cool. That's nice. Right, where was that Dracolish? One that I like, that one. And that's on a 150 by 100. That's quite nice. That's fucking top heavy, isn't it, that? Rescale's weird owl dragon would make for a fun forest dragon. That'd be cool. That's quite cool. Souls of Steel, Volume 2. That's a Stormcastian one, isn't it, that one? Yeah, this one. It's literally a penknife. So it's an X-Acto penknife. And the blade is in a little cartridge like that, so you get replacement blades in a cartridge, which is quite nice, and it just slots in there. Spring goes over the top. That screws in, and then you've got a little penknife. It's quite nice. I've had it for years. I've got another one as well. But yeah, you can get it off the X-Acto website. It's just really blunt. That blade's really blunt. Because I just use it for scraping on tiny areas. I've got yours out here as well. So I was using yours on a YouTube video earlier. But it's got a brand new blade in it. I certainly don't use a brand new blade for scraping like this. It's way more complex than I thought. The Forest Dragon or Forest Dragon Guardian are what I'd use as Wood Elf Dragon if I do the hippies. You definitely should, Warmaster. You definitely should. Wood Elves are awesome. Wood Elves are awesome. And yes, Muzz, it's still in its case. It's still in its case. Partial, slightly odd. It comes out all the time, but I was doing a video on like really good cleanup workflow. So I was just going through some of the tools, and your knife is definitely one of them. Kinda. High elves can do what wood elves do nearly as well while having actual armor. Yeah, I know. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. Like, the high elves and the beastmen, if you combine those two arcane journals, you kind of get what the wood elves wish they were. It's really frustrating. It's really frustrating. Yeah, but bodkin arrows. Yeah, we can get poisonous arrows, woo. Yeah, I was trying to convince myself and just calm myself on the everything has to come in twos way of army list building. So I'm getting better. I'm going to write a few later. High Elf Journal was pretty bad, but the strength, yeah, it's just the Grand Army list for High Elves is just so annoyingly good. Oh, I'm gonna do an elf faction that's really good at shooting. Oh well, you'll do Wood Elves then, right? Because they're really good at shooting. No, you got to do High Elves. Woo! She's so cool. Stabby, stabby, stabby. She's gonna come and stab you in your sleep. So, Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon. What do the Necromancers give? Are there any sneaky, funky things you can do with Necromancers in Vampire Counts? I do have a really nice converted Necromancer, so I'll definitely stick him on like a really nice square base. I used the named character from the Cursed City one. The one who's carrying the Carrying like a big staff. Bring your models back to life.
Christopher. Potatoes. Tongue.
Sorry, what? What did you say, Olivia? What did you say, Olivia? I can't hear you. There we go. Okay. Oh, does he like you yet, Target? Does he like you yet, Target? You bring your models back to life. Bring me back to life. Oh. How is Poe so cute, even like just flopping there like that and you can't even see a face? Hi. Hi. I got a spotty nose. Bruh. Bruh. Hi, I'm Chips. Look at that. Hi. Can I have food, please? Because I is cute. She's proper, like... She looks like proper, like, slender and... agile. Compared to Tato. She slashed your finger? Rawr. I don't know where Teddy went to sleep, so no Tato Pig. No! Why she slash your finger open? Was she playing? Was she asking for foodage? Was she like, me want foodage? My God, I'm taking the leg off. Vicious little fur bag. Vicious little fur bag. I went to my sister's last week for some dinner and got to see her little pussycat. She's 14 years old now. 14 years old. I used to kitten sit for her when she was a kitten. There we go. I was going to say that's another one done, but it's not because I've just spotted another mould line that's still there. Kitten sitting is dangerous because you just want to take him home. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's put this on. There we go. Another one done. So I've got two done. Well, I've got two with torsos glued on. I still need to do their cloaks, but that's fine. God. Oh my God. Right, I'm gonna do this torso and then we're gonna go and find somebody to raid. Oh my word. Is anybody hobbying tonight? We got any hobby things on tonight? Yeah, I'm probably going to get round to ordering that cadaver, the Necromunda cadaver merchant for the raffle soon. So we'll do a raffle very soon again. Get that sorted out. Nice little display. Nice little display board with two bases in it. Should be quite nice. So you can use it in games and also stick it on your shelf. Hey Abigail, how are you doing? Abigail, not to be confused with Sister Abigail, which is Alexa Bliss's finishing move. You're painting Zangors. Oh, you're still doing Zangors, aren't you? I mean, they're kind of beastmen, aren't they? Why Zangors? Why are you working on Zangors, Luna? What is the significance of the Zangors? Is it something that's in your grey pile which you're working on? Kind of painted some Tau at my colour choices. Have you seen the Giganoden Prime by Clavius Creation? Nope. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How about yourself? I'm good, thank you. I'm good, thank you. We're just building some more Wood Elves so that we can paint some more. We painted this one yesterday on stream, so he's come out reasonably well for next to no effort. So hopefully a whole army, or at least plenty of units of Glade Guard like that, should look really good. And then we can start adding to it with things like the Eternal Guard, the Wild Riders, Wildwood Rangers, and things like that. So these will be slightly different. I think I'll probably try and get a little bit of orange into these when these are primed, when these are painted. So love the shifting colours, beautifully done. Thank you very much. I won't tell you how long it took me, because it seems to make people cross. There we go. Well, I had a productive time here too, since I fully assembled the Bad Batch. Oh, nice one, Spiky Boy. Don't forget movie night tonight, so head into Discord, get your hobby table out, head into Discord and come and watch The Equalizer 2 with us while you hobby. I'm going to be ripping off all my skeletons, Black Riders, or Black Knights rather, bats and vampires from their bases so that I can put them on square bases. So that'll be quite cool. They're one of the units I've primed. I wanted to get them done along with 40 skink archers before the Beastman comes out. Where can you post a link? If you're a subscriber, you can post it in Twitch chat. That's absolutely fine. If you're not a subscriber, you'll have to ask Purples for a permit, or else you can just throw it in Discord if you want. Now I'm going to flock the bases for the Imperial Riot Trooper squad I've finished and then give the doggo a bath, which he'll hate. Aww. I am going to... I've got bangers and mash tonight. So it's sausages and mash. So we'll do some sausages and mash tonight. Have that just before movie night. What time is it? It was 6:30. I need to go and do the sausages and mash before movie night, really. SpaceCon, thank you for the follow. SpaceCon, SpaceCon, SpaceCon. I always wanted you to go into SpaceCon. Intergalactic now. There we go. Who's coming to movie night? Who's gonna come and sit and watch Equalizer 2 with us all? I will be. I'll throw some updates in as I start snapping off my skeletons. I'm gonna rewatch the Cult of Paint video on how Henry did his skeletons, because they look really good for little to no effort, to be honest. Post a link in Discord, 3D prints, no worries. Last of the leftover Indian for me to do tonight, chicken korma, beef Rogan Josh. Oh my word! Wow, Spike, that's going to be awesome. That's going to be a hell of a dinner. That sounds awesome. Just like all leftovers everywhere. There we go. A little bit of a wrist twist there, because you tend to shoot when you're shooting. You tend to shoot a little bit pointed and a little bit slanted over. That's just how you kind of let the arrow go. Right. Their portions are so huge, I honestly don't know why they make money. That's probably why they're so busy. I forgot when I ordered it earlier in the week how much food. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool though, Spike. It's so cool. Right, shall we see who is online? Who is actually online? This is a problem with streaming earlier again. Right, everybody. I'm going to go cook. Have a great bangers and mash. I certainly will, Cookie. Thank you very, very much indeed. And I'm going to try and build as many of these as I can. While dinner is cooking, and then over movie night I'm going to be snapping all the skelly bobs off their bases, because that will be fun. So yeah, thank you very much everybody, take care, have a really, really cool evening, thanks for hanging out, thanks for entertaining me. I need to do all the horses as well. I don't know what colour to paint the horses. It might be like a that kind of a colour. I think we might go, because we may as well go like the same sort of brown as I've been putting on everything else. So we may go like XV88 and then a Shab T-bone. Might be quite good. And then like underwash it. Right, thanks very much everybody. Take care. Have an amazing evening. Bye bye. Movie night tonight, 9 o'clock.